day. But, Madam Speaker, more importantly, we are passing laws for the unforeseeable future. Another Governor General may take office, and that other Governor General may have to retire one day, or be removed for some reason, whether it be a new government or not. I say all that to say, Madam Speaker, that I'm very unhappy and disturbed by the report of this Select Committee. Extremely. And I'm going to be passionate about it. I listened attentively to the Honourable Attorney General. I have the greatest respect for you, sir. But you are telling this Honourable House that a report of the Select Committee made up of 2 members of the government side and 1 member from this side, the Honourable Attorney General, Justin Simon, Honourable Trevor Walker, Minister of State for Barbuda, and Honourable Robin Yearwood, member for St. Philip's North, as a member. Madam Speaker, the first question that I want to ask the Honourable Attorney General and the members of this Select Committee is, why are we passing a new act if the amendments turn out to be as few as now suggested by the Select Committee? The overall effect of the committee's report, Madam Speaker, in my humble view, is to do a hatchet job on the act that was circulated to honourable members. It was publicized on the internet. It was sent to His Excellency Sir James Carlile. His input was solicited. And now this Honourable House sets up a Select Committee and we reverse nearly all the privileges that was contained and proposed by the very same government. Madam Speaker, I do not understand why the government in the first place proposed this bill and now set up a Select Committee to overturn 75% of the substance of that bill. And I will point it out for the benefit of the honourable members, Madam Speaker. The last time the Governor General emoluments were increased was in 1995, Madam Speaker, by Act Number 7 of 1995. His salary was increased to $162,000 per annum, or 13,500 EC dollars. Exactly 5,000 US a month for a Governor General, for a head of state. His duty allowance, Madam Speaker, was increased to $36,000 per year, and his allowance in lieu of customs duties was increased to $12,000 per year, or 700 EC dollars per month. And I want to explain that customs duty in lieu, that payment in lieu of customs duties is made in case the Governor General, when he goes to the supermarket or his wife and buys items off the shelf, he gets a rebate. He gets back from the government $700 per month, or $12,000 per annum, so that he's not made to pay any customs duty on his food items or clothing or whatever he may buy. Madam Speaker, the bill proposed a salary of $184,140 per year, or a little over $15,000 per month from the 1st of January 2006. The duty allowance remained the same, but allowance in lieu of customs duty of $12,000 a month has been removed. Why? Why are we taking away $1,000, $700 a month from the man, $1,000 a month from his salary? So when he retires, he's getting less than he was getting before. But that is his present salary now. I mean, that is not right. What the government is proposing to reduce the income of the present Governor General by $1,000 per month. Why should he get less than he's getting right now? It is not right. So on one hand, you're telling him you're increasing his salary by $2,000. But on the other hand, you're taking away $1,000 in customs duty allowance per month from him. What is the rationale for reducing it when he retires? He's no longer working. You see, that's the type of respect. That's why Lennox rested his right to cuss all of us on the radio every day. Because that's what we're reducing this country to. To breaking down the very institutions that we ought to have respect for. Look what the member for St. John's Rural North said. He should take it back when he retires. So what he's saying, when he retires, the Governor General, what? He's nothing. He's nobody. Because you're taking away $1,000 per month from his salary, and no explanation No reason, explanation, Madam Speaker, is given. Why are we doing this? And my humble recommendation is that we put it back. And that we put in paragraph 4, Madam Speaker, I ask you to look at paragraph 4 of part 1 of the schedule. That we put in an extra paragraph 4 as part 1 in the schedule. We add it in and we say allowance in lieu of remission of customs duties on goods imported for use by the Governor General at the rate of $12,000 per annum. I think we should put it back in. And I'm asking the Honourable Prime Minister and the Honourable Attorney General in committee stage to put it back in. This allowance in lieu of customs duty was received by Governor Jacobs before he became Governor General. It was received when he became Governor General. It was also received by his wife. So why are we taking it away? The allowance was increased from $700 to $1,000 per month, Madam Speaker, since 1995. And I would have thought that the select, yes, it was increased since 1995. And I would have thought that the select committee would have recommended that the allowance be increased, rather to be silent about it, its removal from the legislation, Madam Speaker. This is a bizarre situation, Madam Speaker. The government made proposals for the emoluments and benefits of the Governor General. This was put on the internet, Madam Speaker. I've said so. It was circulated to us. You set up a select committee and now you hatch it, you take away all the benefits. Oh, for discussion. Oh, I see. Oh, he's like any other pensioner. Okay. All right. Madam Speaker, I'm sure that the bill also have had the input of Sir James Carlile. It did, because he sent his representative, Mr. Clare Roberts, and it says so in this report. And he was present at the meeting. And the Select Committee has recommended in their report that the government renege on the own government's proposal to base the Governor General's pension and gratuity. And I'm glad to hear the Honourable Attorney General just say that in committee stage we will change that. We will change that his gratuity will be based on the aggregate of salary and duty allowance. He just said so. But he said we will discuss it. But Madam Speaker, how can we calculate the man's gratuity just based on his salary? That is not right. This was obtained in the case of Sir Wilford Jacobs and Lady Jacobs' widow's pension, Madam Speaker. It was calculated on the same basis, the aggregate of salary and of duty allowance of her husband. So she gets it. So why shouldn't he get it? If Lady Jacobs is getting the pension and gratuity based on the well, she should get it. Well, she should get it. Well, she should get it. She should get it. I've been reliably informed that she is getting it. Well, if she's not getting it, she ought to get it. And you ought to correct it. You ought to correct it. The idea of the bill, Madam Speaker, as proposed by the government was to formalize the practice. But instead, this select committee wishes to pull back that too. And tell him he cannot get his gratuity and pension based on his duty allowance, only on his salary. That is wrong, Madam Speaker. Pardon me? Yes, and I want the Prime Minister to intervene. I want the Prime Minister to rise to the occasion and demonstrate to this country that he will do the right thing. This select committee have taken the bill that his government and his Attorney General have circulated to us and have proposed, and they've taken out all the benefits. And it is wrong. But I don't know, you must influence the AG or overpower them. I don't know what kind of respect that is for the office. Madam Speaker, I point you and the Honourable House to explanatory memorandum on clause 6. If you look in the explanatory memorandum in the bill that was circulated to us, Madam Speaker, it says clause 6 provides for a gratuity of 20% of the total amount of salary and duty allowance paid throughout the term of office. Total amount of salary and duty allowance. So why did the select committee take out duty allowance? Why, Madam Speaker? Well, I'm asking it, and I'm asking for it to be put back in.